first of all, Tommy, how's Clevid Dikamona? Noticed he came off last week.
He's obviously got a problem with his hamstring. Don't think it's serious, but he'll miss this week. But I'm expecting to, return to training. Probably, another 5 to 10 days, and that's the only injury we've got. Alan Parr comes back from suspension, so it's pretty good news in Clever that it doesn't look as if it's going to be long term.
Yeah, you see, you got Power back. You've got a few players back last week as well. You feel you got good options to choose from.
Yeah, a lot of good options. I mean, there is a lot of real quality in the squad, but for whatever reason, we haven't got the points from the board that we would have liked. And just last week, for example, we've had to leave a couple of maybe 3 senior players off the bench as well. So that's never nice, but it shows that in terms of injuries, we're in a good place, and in terms of depth of squad, we're in a good place.
Well, obviously the 3 very narrow defeats. You were looking to get that goal this weekend. What have you been working on to just try and help that process?
We've tried to be positive. I mean, our approach play has been very good. We've got into really good situations, but it's been the final ball and decision making that's really cost us. I mean, if you look, Motherwell, I think we get into their last third numerous times, and just people making the wrong runs, not beating the first man, not maybe getting your head up in certain times and picking out a player. We did put them under pressure, but we lacked that quality. And it was the same on Saturday against Aberdeen. We've got 3 or 4 really good chances in the game that we didn't take, and then with other opportunities where we didn't make the most of it. So it's everything we've been doing has been trying to get as positive as possible and getting us into those areas where we can hurt teams, but then making sure that we do hurt teams and that we're a bit more clinical. So that's basically been the main focus in training this week.
Is that the key? You mentioned positivity. I mean, you've had experience of turning these sort of runs on their head completely and going from one, a bad run to a really good one. Is that the key?
Yeah, that's all you can do. It's not the players know that we're not in a false position because we haven't played well enough over the 30 games that we've played. That's the harsh reality. But you have to look forward to the next game, and that's always been my mantra, to make sure that the focus is on the next game and the positivity that you have to show to get the players hopefully to win that next game, and that's what we've tried to do since we've come in.
I was just talking about just remaining positive, and that's the best way.
That's work hard, try and learn from the mistakes that we have made, and we have made mistakes. But you have to be positive. I mean, there's enough games left. There's enough points to be won. There's enough quality in the squad to put a run together to get us up the table. But it has to happen. Players have to make sure that they take on board what we're trying to work on, and then the responsibility is to go out and play to the maximum of their ability and the quality that they've got.
Well, I don't know if you've ever come across Mickey Mellon in your career at all. No. He seems to have made Dundee United quite difficult to beat, and
Yeah, I mean, I think we had a great result here against him earlier on the season, 4-0. I see he's been quoted as saying that that he made sure that wouldn't happen again, and they set up slightly differently. He's a good manager. He's got good firepower in his team. He's someone that isn't afraid to change a formation or mix it up a little bit if he thinks he can get, if that's the best to get results. So, first year back in the league, they will be reasonably happy of how that's gone.
Just finally, Tom, I know obviously Stuart Finlay moved on during the week. I think he was injured anyway still, was he? But was that a kind of a blow for you, or you feel you're well covered there when Cloud is back as well?
No, I think we're well covered. We've got Kurt back. Ross Mellon can play in there. Zach has done really well with Zeno as well. Rossi and Clevid won't be out for that long, so we've got good cover. But wish Stuart well. It'd been nice to work with him, but the club let me know that he's very much wanting to leave to go to get that great opportunity in Philadelphia. So it was just important that the club get well looked after and got a deal that they felt that they could accept to let it happen. And James has told me the club have come out of it really well and got a good deal, even though he only had a few months left in his contract.